Hi there and welcome along, and thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that you're doing this. I'm not the best in New Zealand by any means, and certainly not the best even in my city, Christchurch, where I usually am. However, at the moment I'm in Dunedin, so that might make me a really good player, but not really, because there's even good players that are in Dunedin as well. So all that said, ramble off, I bring you another endgame here. And this endgame is where I am white, and we now reach knight versus a bishop endgame. Now I think that black, if they're careful, can hold this. I don't think that black can win this. We're in this position and it's my move. So what do? I do what I think is a good idea to lock the pawns on the white squares for the bishop to have less squares to move around on, especially with the pawns being locked on white squares for black, where the bishop's got hardly any opportunity. There is opportunity possible of bringing the bishop out here and even here, or bring the bishop out to here and here. I mean, that would be easy to prevent if I play a g4 move before that happens. So has white got a 1 position or not? I'm not completely sure, because I found it to be quite difficult. I played c5 here, and that obviously prevents b6 from happening, because then I've got this terrible pawn on b6 for black to constantly watch thereafter. But I have to try to find a way. Maybe I'll just sort of this. Maybe I can go here with my king, something like that. I'll just sort of that now to nibble away at this b7 pawn, and then hopefully the c6 and a6 pawns, where I might be able to win that. So that's a plan, but that plan will only be good. Oh, it's not a bad plan actually. I think it's not bad. I hadn't actually thought of that, but I think that might be a good idea, a good scheme of mine to play, and that's what's important in endgames, is scheming. So really, I've got a sort of a road to that square, haven't I, really? Now if I set up, if I get my king to here, okay, if I get my king to here, and then I move my knight here, and b4 and b5, then that looks quite promising. But I didn't play that way. Not in 3-minute chess anyway. Here comes king g6 and g3. I'm reacting to this king move coming up here. King f5, king g2, thinking, oh well, I'll meet king g4 with h3 and g4. So here's g5, g4, and now I've locked yet another pawn up for black's bishop. So kind of like I'm kind of a piece up, but I'm not thinking that I've got this one. But really, if I think about what I just said before about my king to a5, then I think that this is looking pretty good for white. I don't know what black's going to do about stopping same. Here came h5. So now the bishop is under lock and key. There is nothing sensible in my eye that black can play here to win this. So I'm not going to lose it. But I found that I played this really badly. So I'm saying the best idea for me at looking at this with a fresh brain, no tiredness, excuses or anything, is to play my king to a5. Even if black plays a5 to prevent my king to b4, I just play b4 after that, and my king runs right in there. I don't know even how I didn't see it or how I didn't consider it. But stay tuned, we'll just see what I did. Okay, knight c2, bishop c8. Now, This is it. This is my blunder. Here I blunder, thinking that I'm going to be able to play b5 later on at an opportune moment, which I might be able to do. But here comes my blunder, okay? This is a big mistake. You ready for it? Here it comes. I just was saying to myself, all I need to do is keep off those white squares unless the bishop lands there and I take it with my king or my knight for free. But keep off those white squares, Dave. A5. Like, am I dumb? Like, what is wrong? How can I not think that's stupid? I might, though, be able to go b4. I mean, it's only my knight that's at play here, but I might be able to organise my knight here, 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 and that might be quite good. Then I can move my knight to here and my knight to here, but that, I don't know. And I might be able to get my knight into here and d6 check, sort of, so to speak. So that, like, a5, David, on move 29, it's not like it's deep in the end game, like it's not like we've played 55 moves or something. A5 is a real ignorant move. It's really, really bad. Far better would be knight a3, b4, or b4 first, knight a3, and then can I still do my idea of king f2 to b4? No, so I'll probably just have to go king here, king here, king here, and if it comes to here and a5 happens, then b4 and my king is going to get in there. No way is black going to get in this position, but after this move I'm just about locked my knight out as well. Of course, yes, the knight can capture things on the b5 square, should that be a good idea, but I don't really think so. So now I was behind in time with this opponent, so my opponent starts to play sort of like come and get me, sort of like a time exposure of my clock to that of theirs. So they're at the end even 37 seconds better than I am at the end of the game. Bishop d7, king f2. It's too late now, Dave. What are you doing now? You might be able to go and put your knight to b6. That is an idea. I got knight e1, look. So here, the only grace that I have here is that I was actually, if bishop c8, okay? If bishop c8, then knight f4 picks up that very important h-pawn. That's my only hope now. And so otherwise I'm just going to maybe default on time or draw. So knight g to f4. Not going to give the pawn up. b4. Here we go again. Same old, same old. So you're not going to really like this because it's just kind of luck, really, that I ended up. Now what do I plan? Do I plan? Oh, that's right. Black's taken their eye off their h5 pawn. Very important. So I won't go on about this too long, but there you go. Now I can just take the g4 pawn. I go h5. And that's at the end of the game. So if we look back here to where I play a5 even. a5 and I can't win this. The only thing I can try is this and this, or this and c6, etc., where that is the only way, if the bishop's on f7 or similar, that I can continue here for white. So if the bishop comes to here, let's say, and I take it, okay, and king takes, so we've both got a king and pawn endgame, then I can look to play b4 and b5. Can I? b5, and then if pawn, can I do this? No, I can't. Is it c takes, and then I'm just losing pawn and giving black a queen, or a very strong pass pawn. So that's chess for you. I hope you enjoyed this session. All the best, and that just shows you how much I need to work on my endgame. And everyone does, really. It's the best thing you can do for your chess.